tried to explain it. At least I heard it, but I understood there was too much of an information to be captured in 4 or 5 minutes for everybody to understand. Is that all associates, all members, will have a share on the capital, will become partners of this joint venture, and by that way, partners of those supposed business as telecommunications, the gold coins, and the agro, the industry, and so on and so on and so on. So pretty much what will happen is a total different module, business model actually, with based on the 4 new cryptocurrencies, okay, as they are going to be launched. To give you a very good idea, we are trying to launch them. They were supposed to be launched. They were supposed to be launched in 2019. However, because of the issue that they raised from our entry in the company and the organization, and all these questions that have been pending, and all the subjects, including the withdrawals and the money and the treasury and everything, was not very well organized. So we needed to restructure the business and make it viable for everybody to understand it in one way, and another way to be able to commit about the payments in the future, and to be able to assure that everybody is actually getting the money that they were supposed to. So we needed to transform the company, like Junior said, also from a familiar company to a professional, organized, managed in this case company. And I know, guys, I know you guys have been suffering for 3 or 4 months. I know that it's hard to wait. But look, we started to work, as you know, 2-3 weeks ago, hardly on this. We have new partners in the company. We're trying to put the company in place, in the right place, and this takes a little bit of time. And I ask for your patience on this, because this takes time. We cannot land in a company from one day to another and solve all the issues in the world. You saw the progresses that we made here when you were here. We made contracts. We tried to legalize situations. But this kind of things takes time. You cannot just snap your fingers and do it properly, or else we take the chance of doing it wrongly. By the way, hold on a second, guys. A call is getting in. You know, still 10 p.m. and still calls are getting in. Well, the other thing is, and we need to realize this, is that people are making a real effort to get this thing done, because we understand the needs of everyone. And regarding the withdrawals, to be very honest with everybody, I can now tell you that the system is on the final phase. The back office system is on the final phase of testing. It should be up and running in the next 48 hours. And even tomorrow, I myself and we are going to try to see if everything's stable enough with the database. Also, was hard process was a different database from what Claudio has built from the start. So we needed to integrate. We needed to stabilize the IT system, and it might seem strange to you guys that it is like that, but keep in mind that the only information we had came from the previous system, the older version. Okay. The platform itself. And what happens is that we cannot audit the company. We cannot make an audit to the company. We cannot know exactly what are the balances. We cannot know exactly what are the packages in, unless we could have done this job. So we've done this job. We've consolidated all the information on the platform. And right now, I think on the next 48 hours, we should be up and running, because some of you guys already saw the back office with Obama. Especially the masters. You need to understand that the company needs to provide better information and accurate information, and that's what we've been trying to do the last 2 weeks, to tell you exactly what's happening. Not promising you that you're going to pay tomorrow or the day after, but giving you the exact correct information. Right now, guys, and to be very straightforward, and Adnan knows how I think, the main concern now is that the system will be ready in 48 hours, will be ready. Okay, that's a fact. Right now, we're pretty much on the final phase of it. Immediately after that, we will be requesting you guys to launch your draws on it. Okay, we'll be requesting for you to finally request your draws on it. And we need some time to audit the accounts with the old platform, which we are doing right now already. Today, when the consolidation of the database was possible to connect it all together, we could finally extract some data that we needed. Finally, but it's not. I don't. It's not a blame of IT. It's not a blame of nothing. It's just a process, guys. You take one thing that was developed on a system. You have another new thing that was developed on another platform, on another language, on programming, and you cannot just tell people that's going to work on like a snap of a finger. It's not. It doesn't work like that. But this is done. It's done. It took us a little bit more than we expected, actually. Our plan was initially to have it ready last week on around Wednesday maximum. It didn't happen like that. It only got stable enough for us to be acting today. So now it's on the final phases of testing, which is good. It's not a bad transition, but it's not just what we wanted, and it does not also follows your expectations because of the past issues, of course. And we need to realize that although there are issues, and the people that are watching us now and all over the world, they need to understand, guys, you have not lost your money. Your company is not going anywhere. Your masters were here with us. And if there was a chance, if there was even a small chance that you guys would lose or the company was going somewhere, nobody was working on a new model. Nobody was working on new things. And nobody was wanting you guys to be new shareholders on the new companies or putting gold collaterals, including on the company. For you to realize, opening a little bit the book here, and I'm giving you inside information of what we're doing. But anyway, it's just good to share and to accept your also your suggestions and your improvements, because this is how I work. We have explained your masters that heavily investments, for example, in the future will be collateralized in gold, okay, which means that we'll put 1 ton of gold in a safe in a bank, okay, not our bank, a different bank, to avoid being mistaken with EcoBank. EcoBank is one thing, but we'll put money itself on, in this case, gold in 1 ton to collateralize some investments. This means that we'll have in the future, we'll be more prepared for this kind of issues. We'll have a 39 million collateral support to avoid issues like this of payments or blocks of wallets or something like that. So we'll put money aside, and what do we call in accounting provisions? Okay, we will make provisions on a certain amount that will correspond to equal X% of the investment made so far, to be able to be secure that if any problem arises, we can go to that, let's say, bank, and take that and use that to collateralize the things. So this is one message that I want to share with you guys, is that it is very important that on the financial side of the company, we structure it to have collateralized, to have all the investments collateralized. Unfortunately and fortunately, both ways, you guys did a tremendous job on the last 6 months. And what happened was that you grow so much.
Can I stop you for 1 second? Sorry. Asim, can you add Henry K. Barack Obama in the panelist as well, please? Yeah, sorry. Miguel, yes, please.
Yeah. So as I told you, some of the masters, and I hope to get more guys in the future. You grow so much in the last let's say 6 months, and the company was not structured to follow in terms of organization, to follow your growth, and that led to several mistakes, several good things, bad things. You know, it is past. It is past. It is over us. Claudio got in the company with new solutions, new products, something that we can overcome the difficulties. I am very trustful that this will work. We know that in the next 48 hours we have to have the system up and running. So I know also that the draws are something that concerns you guys, but we cannot make draws and we cannot authorize draws until we have the system stable. And the system is going to be stable. and then I will inform personally you guys by ways of communicating, saying, okay, guys, you can launch now your requests. Okay, you can start launching your requests, and you'll be start paying those. You will have, however, to be very fair and to warn you in anticipation, there will be some, how do you say, I'm not giving the word in English, there will be some limitations. Yeah, there will be some limitations. And this has to be with the stability of the system, okay? It has nothing to do with the money, it's a bit about the stability of the system. Because there's a lot of draws passed for the last 3 or 4 months, because there's a lot of amount, it's like 3 or 4 million to be paid. So what happens is, if you let the system process all of them at the same time, the system may collapse, and we don't want that to happen. So we're gonna launch, and Obama has a plan for that, and we spoke with Sandra today, and we're gonna communicate it on the next 48 hours. As soon as the system is up and running, we're gonna say, okay, guys, first, let's say 100, 200, whatever the amount is, we'll pay, and then we'll, after this first test pay phase, again, we're going to increase the amount. Okay, we continue until the stability is reached. If there's no issues, no problems, no big issues with the platform, it will keep on automatic. I don't know if Claudio is on or not.
Claudio's on right now.
Okay, cool. So this is pretty much what we are planning here, and I know it's heavy for you guys. It's maybe sometimes it's easy for me because I came from outside of the company, you know, and it's easy to speak, and you guys are used to everybody to speak and say some things, and never happens the things. But I can promise you guys, and your masters were here with us, we have a very strong plan, a very strong organization, and we have a very, very detailed plan, and everything is happening right now according to what we plan. And this is a very big game changer on the last, as I understand, and as I was told from the last months that you have, okay? It's not just blah, blah, blah. It's not just bullshit, okay? We're not bullshitting anyone. We're just very focused on how you organize. You cannot go to the supermarket without having your list. And I can tell you that we have the list, we have the money, okay, we have the car, we have the grocery bag, okay, so now we can go to the shopping and buy the things, you know. This is a kind of stupid organization, but we needed that, okay. And but again, this is your fault, guys. You've done a wonderful job on getting investment, getting money, and I don't think the company was prepared for that big effort that you guys made. And I'm a new guy, so I don't know the half of the history yet. I don't know everything that happened. But I think now finally you're getting some things. There will be some news, new languages on the platforms. Your masters are now very focused on putting every single detail, every need that you guys have to the company. We need to be near you guys, and we need to listen to you guys. You are our image in the market. You are our face. I know it's a little bit weird to hear this, and but guys, this is what I can tell you exactly. So we're all very concerned on putting the system on, and very concerned on making the draws as fast as we can. We want to ship you guys money. I know that some people are with some difficulties. We request your masters when they were here priorities because of the way of some people are living, some complications, including there are people with some struggling with some difficulties, and we request to the masters a list of priority. I don't know if I can say this, Adnan, but you know this because we share these concerns. You share these concerns with me.
Yeah.
I'm not a magic guy. I don't have a magic wand, and I just like poof, and it's done. I'm not going to promise that. But to be honest with you guys, and I saw some of you guys I met in Dubai also.
Yeah.
And inshallah, things will go again, conforming the plan. They are going there, and to be very honest, we're very confident, myself and Claudio, that things are working good. So it's been a long day for you guys. It's probably even later than it is here, but we've been working like dogs to finish everything, trying to do the kind of things that in a very short period of time. but we also need to do it well. We also need to do it well, and we cannot rush things and taking the chance to make mistakes and everything falls down. And this is what I can tell you guys, and you can count on me. Also, please keep in mind that you have a contact at eaglebeattrade.com. Okay, I put it a link responding to those emails, but actually she will be responding to those emails with my information. So if you have any doubts, any questions, any communication that you want to pass on to the company directly to the high board, you can pass it by the email, contact at eaglebeattrade.com, and you will be answered by myself. Well, Aline will answer you guys, but the answers will come from me. So I will read all those emails and I will try to give you the maximum information that you can and the maximum status that you can. Also keep in mind that your masters have a very big role right now in the company. They are a part of the consultative council. Okay, they are members of this company. They are seen as directors of this company for all the facts. And those guys will have confidential information, special information from us. We will try to communicate more accurate with you guys, more faster with you guys through them. Your masters will have, and they already have, some of the priority informations. They already have contracts with the company that was sent to them. Adnan can confirm this. Links that we didn't have with you guys. Every member, every associate on this company will have a contract. The contracts will follow to you guys this week. It is time to put our house in order. It is time to put our legal issues and put our mouth where our wallet is and our wallet where our mouth is. With our customers, with our associates, and to be very serious on this business. We don't want just to sell packages, activate. That's not our thing. Guys, to be very honest with you, I deal with companies like, since I recall, I was a general manager for IT companies. I'm a general manager for US companies. I was on a financial market for some years also. I am in Dubai. There's only one law to follow, the right law, the right way to do this. And let's forget the bullshit, forget all the past, forget all the things. I don't want you guys to be speaking badly from A, B, C, or D, or commenting on Facebook A, B, C, or D. This is not the company we want to be. Past is past. God does not want us to speak badly from the other guys. God does not want us to do illegal things, and God does not want for sure us to mistake, mislead, or scam anyone. Okay? So guys, please keep in mind, for this to be a serious company, legally and with the will of God, we need your help, but we also need your commitment, and we need your patience, because we will solve this issue. It doesn't matter whose fault it is. It doesn't matter that we grew too much and we've done amazing numbers which caused this organization. It's not everybody's fault, but it is everybody's fault, because we all should have share of the solutions, not on the problems. We do not have problems, guys. We have facts. We need to deal with facts very strongly and very professionally, and stop talking too much and acting. I like Nike, you know the model of Nike is just do it. Okay, so I don't like to speak too much, although I'm already speaking too much right now, but okay. What I want to do is Nike, just do it and do it. So please suggest, make improvements, be patient with us, with the new management, okay, because we will do it, we will deliver. And if anything goes wrong, anything follows not according to the plan, guys, I can promise you that your masters will be the first ones to know, and you will know also. And you have a straight line in communication to us. Please use the email, talk to us. Don't go on blah, blah, blah that speaks, because he he said that, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't care. The communication is one. It comes from the new management, the new organization, on a very straightforward thing, which is, this is the point of the situation on IT. This is on the systems, this is on the draws, this is on the training, and so on. There will be training for everybody. We are planning events that actually go region to region. Instead of trying to put everybody on the same place, we'll do that only once a year. Once a year, we'll have one event, which is the company event, but probably we'll have one per quarter in each region. Okay, we cannot forget that if it is in Pakistan, everybody goes to Pakistan and we'll have the Pakistan event. If it is in Qatar, it's going to be Qatar. If it is whatever, it doesn't matter. But we cannot, be far from the people. That ends now. In communication, in presence, and in commitments. So guys, this is what I can tell you, not too much more.
Just a quick thank you very much, Miguel, for coming this time as well in such a short notice, and especially I know you went through a lot to come online actually.
You can see my I'm sleeping things.
I really appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that. Two things actually. People are still texting as well. You have cleared a lot as well in regards to that, but they just want the confirmation only in very clear words, as you mentioned as well. In 48 hours, system should be absolutely ready.
Yeah, up and running. Yeah,
up and running. And after that, the withdrawals, even though it will start at as small payments, it will start after 48 hours. And let's say,
immediately after the draws up are made, our request will start paying those on those limits. The rules of those draws will be, I will not promise tomorrow, by sure, because I have like 1,500 kilometers to do in a car to solve some issues tomorrow. And I need to wake up like 5 a.m. in the morning, which is in a very short time period. But anyway, what I can promise you guys is that between tomorrow night and the next day, Wednesday morning, you will have a communicate saying exactly what are the limits, that you can do that after, which it's going to be in the end of the day when the 48 hours ends, and we'll start doing those payments. We'll communicate that on that day, on Wednesday morning for sure. But anyway, keep in mind, it's going to be, even if they are reduced in terms of money, it's not because of that. It's because of the system, the stability to be able to grow slowly and to keep the database intact and everything, the system base intact. I tell you guys, we have like some millions to pay. If everybody puts like that on the system will collapse. So I need you guys to launch it, okay? And we'll see. And as long as it goes, Claudio will tell us, and we will communicate. Say, guys, it's working good. We have 1,000 requests, 500 requests, 600 requests. The system is behaving. The server is handling it. So keep on putting them. If there's any issue, say, okay, guys, freeze for 1 hour or two. Let the system breathe a little bit and see what it does. It's IT, guys. It's not scientific rockets or fiction, but it does require a little bit of cautious when we do mountive and massive data approaches and changes. That's whoever deals with IT and computers knows, if you put and open 20 windows on your computer, it will get slow. It will probably crack. So in this case, we have 15,000 users with a lot of draws pending. So we migrated those draws. We're consolidating those on the new database, on the new system. This takes a little bit of time. Okay? It's not bullshit. It's not inventions. Anyone, just ask one of your guys that is a friend that knows IT. Just tell him, how do you consolidate a database which has 15,000 users with a lot of financial transactions and a lot of things pending? And they will tell you exactly how it is.
Yeah.
So this is
really
the kind of thing that you need to understand.
Thank you, Miguel. You know what? As you were discussing about the commitment, you can see the commitment right now in some places. Our team is sitting right now. It's 3 o'clock and even later than that, 3 o'clock in the morning right now. And these people are sitting right now. That's kind of commitment you are talking about. We are talking about.
Guys, I appreciate your commitment so much, man. It's like it was a painful day. I understand there's a lot of difference in hours for you guys also. And for now, and you have my thanks for waiting. We had a lot of issues for me to connect because my stupid phone S8 Samsung was not connecting, Zoom was not putting in, and I needed to go to Wi-Fi to be able to do it. But luckily, we are here, so it's sometimes not easy.
So please, one thing you confirm before Eid, because Eid, people want to know before Friday, 100% the withdrawals will be starting on hopefully on the peak.
And then you know how I think, you know, exactly the honesty that I take care. My will is that to happen. Okay? If there's any risk of that not happening, I will inform you even tomorrow. But my friend, I cannot pay if I have not, the system is still not on yet.
Yeah.
And I will not promise something that I'm not able to do.
Yeah.
This is what you can expect from me, and you know how I work.
Yeah.
Whatever we always agreed when you were here, we've done it. We've worked, we said the contract, we said everything that was not done, we've done it. And we've done it because it's just do it. I prefer to do it than talk. Okay? So I'm working to have it done. If there's anything that will not go again according to plan, and I know it's on Friday, I will be the one to warn you on Wednesday, not on Friday. Okay?
Okay.
I will try to keep you guys in track with the information and what we are doing, and we'll warn you guys what we can do or what can't we do. But again, tomorrow we'll have some meetings. I will have a big travel to do by car, also by solving some issues. But I will keep you guys informed. Sorry. I need some water. I will, you know, I already spoke too much today, but I will, getting tired and sleepy. But I will inform you guys for sure on Wednesday. Yeah, go ahead.
Miguel, just a quick question. A lot of people, they are asking that, does Miguel knows about the Eid is coming?
Yeah, I know. I live in Dubai, so I'm pretty sure what it is. So don't buy one. One of the things that you need to realize is that by trying to put a new organization in place is actually try to get the right sensation and the right living of each person that is a member, and that means understanding the culture. That means also understanding the religion issues like the food and so on, and also the holidays. My friends, I work in Dubai, so for me, I live with the same holidays that you guys have. I live with the same celebrations, with the same religious issues, and I am very sensible to that, as your masters can also see. So yes, I know, and before I even knew that the AD is coming, I received like 400 emails from the free zones in Dubai saying that they were closed from day X to day Y because it is what it is. So I always know in anticipation, at least with 1 month before, I know exactly. However, please be free to remind me every time that you need to, because we're dealing with a lot of geographies, with Russia, with Pakistan, with well, now with Philippines, also with Spain, with Portugal, France, and so on. And sometimes, maybe if I do a calendar, if I have done a calendar, we wouldn't work any day at all, because every country has a holiday, every country has religious issues. I would wish to work with all of your calendars together in one. I mean, that would do nothing, but it's okay. I'm just kidding. It would be very good to have holidays every day. But anyway, I am here to listen to you guys, not just to listen, but to act. Actually, not to talk, to act. And I'm pretty sure that we're going to solve these issues. If we were not sure, Claudio and I would not come to board to solve it. Okay.
Yeah. One question actually is making people confused, like, as it was mentioned with the coins as well. Obviously, the 4 coins are launching as well very soon. The payments will be coming onto in the, what's that called, in Bitcoin, or people have to take it in the coins which are launching?
Look, there's one thing there's one thing you need to understand, which is, so far we had I don't know if everybody understands this, but so far we had the trading outside the company and exchange outside the company. So things were like, we were doing a business, and then we needed to third party some issues. Okay. So right now what we have is IT in a house. Okay. We will have an exchange in a house, a bank in a house, a communication company in a house, a gold mine that Claudio already bought for 50. We already bought it in 2 months ago, almost 2 months ago. I don't recall the exact date, but it was 2 months ago. So all of these things will work as a unique ecosystem, let's call it like that. You will be able to have the new coin, okay, what you don't have with Bitcoins today. Today with Bitcoins, you send it to the platform or you send it to trading, they trade it and get it back, and you need to sell it or wait for them to sell it or get the best price with the discount or not, and so on. What's going to happen is that we will have our own capacity on our exchange, backed by our own bank, which is Claudio's Echo Bank also, to be able to, this is the future, guys. This is, I'm seeing here Abdul Kudus, right? Yeah. I see you. Yeah, cool. Okay. Yeah, how are you? Good. I'm seeing you and the guy with the hat, which I don't know the name, but is there. Yeah, cool.
He's another diamond as well. His name,
and I see awesome. Seasons also.
He's 2 diamonds.
Okay, cool. So this is what we mounted up and what we want to achieve. Abdul makes a request, okay? So when he makes a request on the system, on the new system, immediately in a house, this is all in the house, this is all now ID Eagle, okay? What will happen is Abdul's, even if he has the Gold Eagle coin or if he has time for his money or whatever coin he has, immediately our exchange will take care of that, convert it into money and put it on his credit card in 1 or 2 minutes. This is the future, guys. This is what we want to do, not be depending on anyone. You understand this concept? You understand? I don't want to send you guys BTCs. If you want to receive BTC, it's okay with me, but then you're going to have to do work to sell it and to transform it in cash. What if this is what we're planning, we can do an ecosystem that if it's BTCs or even if it's our coin exactly, we can exchange it ourselves and pay those to that card immediately. Just can you figure out that in like 1 or 2 minutes, you'll have it credit on your credit card? That would be great. Awesome, right? This is what we're planning here. This is what we're doing now. This is what it takes a little bit of time to have the ecosystem mounted. But I think Abdul, who is scratching his head now, would like to make a request, withdraw his money, and see his money immediately on his credit card to pay the coffee. I think he's in a restaurant or something, because I see a lot of lights on top. But I think maybe you would go to the cash right now and you would just pay by the credit card, and it would be amazing for him. I don't know. He can say by his opinion, but I would like very much to have this kind of system, like in 1 or 2 minutes solved with no questions asked. You just draw. You actually don't draw. You just order, and we put the money on the card. This is what we want to do, and you don't even gonna feel the time elapsing because it's in house. The exchange is in the house. The IT is in the house. Everything will be our own means. You know what I say? It's not a third party that you need to go to sell the Bitcoins, or no, it's in our own infrastructure. Okay, this takes a little bit time, but it's for our good. To avoid these problems of the past also, to avoid the issues of the trading, to avoid the issues of the draw spending, this is the only way we can do this, guys. I know it's hard but think about this. When you guys want to go to the supermarket and there's no water, are you waiting for the water supply to come? Yes, because there's no water on the shelves, right? So because why? Because you're depending on a third party. I don't want to be depending on a third party, guys. ID Eagle has the means to put it on one infrastructure, one ecosystem that can deliver end to end. If it's Bitcoins, okay, it's Bitcoins, but I think you will probably choose the good and the latest coins because they are backed based, and Bitcoin so far, as long as everybody likes it, is not asset based. But if you have coins asset based, you can figure out by yourselves, and you will see this, that those asset coins will be worth much more than Bitcoin in a very short period of time, much more. You know, a cryptocurrency is all about use, okay? But Bitcoin is a kind of a speculation because there's nothing behind it. Even if you deal it today, which is the coin that we have that is accepted everywhere. Why do you use Bitcoins right now? Because you can exchange it, right? You can exchange for money, right? Think a little bit. You use it because you can exchange for money. This is the reason. If tomorrow I'll give you a gold coin that you can exchange for money in 1 minute without paying commissions to a platform, without nothing, what do you choose? What would you guys choose? Bitcoin or the new coin? Asset base. What will be your answer? Abdul, you're like thinking like you.
Abdul is mute right now.
Okay.
So
you can make like this, or you can make like this. Even in mute.
Abdul, this or this?
Was it like this or like that?
He's confused.
It's because he's in a restaurant, probably trying to eat something.
I think he's lost. Yeah, no.
There it is. He has a sign. Okay. Well, I see the user Zizans also. Zizans. He's doing this also. So, how are you? Good. So, guys, this is what we are trying to do. Okay, we know the problems, and this is what we are trying. Not just trying, because we forgot about the trying already. We are implementing this right now. Very short period of time, we will be putting these coins on the street. Claudio has stepped up all the coins. He has pushed the times to launch the coins exactly to overcome these difficulties that Eagle is passing. So I can assure you that we are working very close, very, very close. Even if it's in Brazil right now, we're talking like every day, and we're trying to solve all these issues. And I can show you that this is what we're going to do. You'll have the coins, you'll have it asset base. You can even exchange communications, as you saw, package and things by Time is Money, the coin itself, which is communication package. You will have based on real deals, based on real companies behind it. Okay? You have companies that you're going to be shareholders of those companies because you own a participation on the holding, you own a participation on those business. There will not be just a cryptocurrency that is nothing behind. There's 4 or 5 companies behind it, gold behind it. So I think this is the right way for, and most of all, most important, which is what everybody wants, money. Like I normally say, money. So money makes the world around, like the song. And most of all, you can exchange your cryptocurrency for money with no, not asking for a favor, but to have it in the house. Possibilities. Exchange in the house. Change that coin, credit it on the card immediately with no questions asked. It's your money, guys. So you should have been, you have to do this. You will notice also that the investment contracts will change. Okay, I'm just giving you slight ideas here. There will be contracts which already are in place, and I think the master already also saw them, which is for big investors, more than $80,000. They will have a special contract. Okay, that special contract is going to be directly backed based on that ton of gold that I mentioned. So we'll put the gold, 1 ton of gold, in a bank, which today would be 38 million or something. And when you guys going to convince an investor to get in with 80,000 more, you will present him with a special contract between him and the company and an SQR, okay, which is a safekeeping receipt from the bank stating that there's 1 ton of gold on the amount of $38 million on that bank to back up that contract. Put your mouth and your wallet where you sell it. This is what we want to do. For people to realize that we're backing up with real assets, which is gold. Now, you ask me, okay, but if the investors gets like 100 million, right? If you sell 100 million, then you know what will happen? I will put 3 or 4 times that ton of gold in the bank and always keep a 30% difference between what you sold and what is there. In this case, 30% more in the bank than actually sold. To always be backed up and have a difference that will cover any needs, immediate needs that the company might have. This is the new management, the new financial system working. Okay? I think that is a very strong and positive argument, like the financial do. It's like going to the bank and you say, okay, give me a credit line. And the bank says, okay, I can give you a credit line, but show me your revenue, show me what is your salary, right? They are backing up on something that you can commit. When we sell, we need to back up on something that we can commit really and physically. So let's put gold on it and let's do that. This is what we are doing. Sorry guys, I'm speaking too much already, but
No, that's okay. We need some information. How much information we need? We have a couple of people actually want to ask. This is
go ahead.
Zahur Bhai. He's a diamond member as well. He want to ask us a question.
Go ahead.
One of the fastest diamond in Eagle Victory.
Yeah, one of the fastest diamond.
Thank you, Miguel. Nice to see you here, and I appreciate that you explained everything very well, and everything is clear. In spite of all these things, EcoBank is there, new platform is there, gold mine, the back by the gold is there. But the main key thing, and the same question is, all members having one problem is when the withdrawal gonna happen. And whatever the promise is, it has to be confirmed or committed. Not the promise. Okay, this will break the company reputation. Trust me, I'm not joking.
Yes, I know. I know.
The team have investment of 2.8 million, just a very short period of time, and a lot of people are in the queue. Only they can come if you can start withdrawing. Trust me. Okay, and Sandra knows that how we work, and all these people who are sitting here, they invested, they struggle hard to get the business, and we are with the company only. Shoulder by shoulder, we are ready to walk if we get the withdrawal, our, the hard money. If we keep promising week after the week, the bad impression is there, people, half of the people will leave the company. Or the people who are in the queue, they will not come. Only we are requesting you, principally, please pay the people in time, whatever the day. You got the best sources at the moment, no problem at all. Okay, you have solved all the problems. You have the best person, Barack Obama, Mr. Claudia is there. You are in there. Now you are in control of all the situations. I think you should do all the best efforts to release their money. This is my only question. Thank you very much.
My friend, let me tell you that. Although we are working in several issues, the priority for sure is the payments. Okay, but you know how a workflow works in terms of structure. We can start here on organization, but that doesn't mean that we forget about the payments. We're working hand in hand in parallel to be able to accommodate both of the issues. Even if one has like the IT 2 or 3 weeks to mature and the other one has 1 week, we tried to have it at the same time, but sometimes it's not possible. But I can assure you that myself, Claudio, Sandra, and even Edson, all of them has right now one unique priority, which is to establish the payments back in auto and automatic. That's one thing. The second thing is that we understood what the lack of payment has done to the credibility and to the idoneity of the company and yourselves. Personally, to yourselves, okay? To your face, because you are the face of the company on the investors. So we pretty much understand what that happened and what that makes to your reputation, to your credibility. The new big investors, more than 80,000, will not have the same packages, let's call it like that, that they had before. They are already on the new module with the contract. Okay, so if anyone by any, just to answer three ideas that you put it, new investors, new things will be on the new model. We will launch the package in this short time period of transition. Imagine that you have, let me say, a guy wants to invest 80,000. Okay, let's give a very good example. And in the old model, let's call it, you would multiply that, divide by those 80,000 by the top packages, right? You'll make like, let's sell them like 10 or 15 or whatever that was the amount. In this case, we'll make a contract with him for the gold-based issue. We'll still get him an equivalence right now of those packages, 10 or 15, but just for reference, okay? Just for reference. Because our idea is that in September, already in September, in less than 1 month or in a month and something, you will have the coins up on air. Okay, so we don't want this. We want these packages, but we will restructure them according to the new model. This takes a little bit more time, and we cannot tell you right now what it is because we're focusing on payments. We cannot do anything with the snap of your fingers. Right now, we need to organize and pay. But it will follow the new compensation plans. It will follow the new package plans. Let's call it like that. Okay, but be sure that tomorrow, if you have an investor of $80,000 plus, you will have a contract with the company. There is no other way to do it right now. Okay, everybody understood this. There is no other way to do it. I can tell you that we have already investors aligned for this kind of things, and all of them already have these contracts on their hands. Even if the system is not specifically designed yet for that, because we are prioritizing IT and payments, but we cannot go to the same packages, you understand, just for references. And we're launching already these customers on the new system. Okay?
But Miguel,
Go ahead.
the person who want to invest, for example, 100,000,
Yes.
you don't have any option to select one package of 100,000, 85,000, only maximum 35,000. How can you bind him to sign a contract of 85,000 or 80,000?
Sorry, I lost you a little bit. So the customer, yeah, go ahead.
So the biggest package we have is 35,000.
There is no option to select a package more than 35,000.
This is what I was telling. This is what I was explaining. So on the previous system, right, the system still in place, you would multiply that package probably by 2 or by 3 to make the 100,000, right? So 35, 35, 70, and then you will choose to try to accommodate those 100,000. On the new system, you don't need that. On the new system, there's a contract that will say that you will invest 100,000, then you can gain this and this and this. And just by transition period, we will match those to the existing packages. But just for our organization on activation while we migrate this for the new phase. You understand what I'm saying? Because then we'll probably do packages higher than that, for sure. Because those are gold-based packages with real contracts. Of course, we're not going to do for 1,000 euros. It makes no sense to build a contract, okay? But for certain amounts, it makes sense. So it doesn't matter the package right now. Think about the number. Think about a contract, okay, which has to be between him and the company saying that he put it this money and blah, 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 and so on and so on. The masters already have it, okay? They can have it already.
What you are saying is even a person buy, let's say, two $35,000 package and one even $7,000 package, or like in a 22,000 package, over 80,000 if he hits even by 3 packages, that will cover the same contract. If you have 3 IDs on the payment.
From now on, if it's more than 80,000, you will have that contract. He has to.
That's great. That's great.
Okay, it's very easy. We want to put our mouth where our money is and show him that we have a collateralized situation, an asset-based situation to secure him, like the banks do.
Perfect. Okay, anything else, guys? Anybody else wants to ask any question? Tariq, you wanted to ask any question?
Look, I'm just getting a comment here. I understand the comments of the draws, okay? And when you need to realize that we're in 2 or 3 different phases and working at 2 or 3 different levels at the same time. And I think some people are not understanding this, okay? Guys, we have not forgot about the draws. The draws are a priority, but we cannot be stuck to the past also. You need to understand what's going to happen, and we're trying to give you heads up on what's going to happen and explain you, because we want you guys to understand the new module. We want you guys to understand what's going to be the game changer in this market. I know there are people who are only thinking draws, 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 draws. We also have draws on our mind every single second. We are working on it. Again, we are doing it, not speaking. I don't like to speak. Okay? I will not promise bullshit. We are working on it. And on Wednesday morning, you'll have a new information. Guys, I don't want to promise something that you don't have. I want to do it. Let us work to be able to do it. Okay? If we keep on eating the draws, you will not get the rest. Of course, the future is important. Of course, as the present is important. But keep in mind that the past is also important. Where we made mistakes, we can have to learn about the past to avoid making those mistakes in the future. This is very important. Nobody learns if they don't see what happened in the past and that they make the right amendments and the right actions. We cannot be stuck on the past. The past has gone, my friends. If this was not a company that was not willing and committed to solve the issues, the next day they would vanish. You know how it is. Everybody knows that knows cases of companies like this that closed and went away. People on the last management search for solutions, for partners to solve your issues, to get your money solved. And my mission is to make that happen. Don't be mistake. My mission and the mission of the management is to reestablish the draws and think on the future and learn with the mistakes of the past. Okay?
Perfect.
And on Wednesday, you will have my strong commitment. How is the situation of the payments? Because we're expecting, as I told you, on Wednesday night for the system to be online. And we will keep you informed exactly of the progress. And if anything, as small as it is, happens, you guys will be the first ones to know. Because you are the face of the company.
How sure you are, Miguel, with all these expertise, all the people, all efforts you already made? Sure you are the withdrawal will gonna happen by Wednesday, Thursday? How sure?
The system, the IT?
Yeah.
The IT, we've been working on it, and we've been following you every day and every hour to be exact, and even Claudio. And there has been, it's not a process that started today, as you know. When your masters were here, when Adnan was here, he followed up the negotiations with the previous IT. It makes for you to realize it seems a lot of time, but it was, well, today is Monday, right? I'm a little bit lost now. The time goes by for me and for you guys also. But it was this last Friday that it made 1 week that we had the database. We received it 1 week ago. In 1 week, we were able to make a new IT system with a new platform, with a new binary, consolidating the database, migrating something that says Camp A from a database to field 33, which is not easy. It's not as it seems, because it's 2 different languages, 2 different programming issues, and migrating them to the same. In 1 week, we've done that. In 1 week, we built contracts. In 1 week, we established organization, flux, people. We already have sales manager chosen. We already have also a CEO chosen. We will keep the role of COO, which will be my share, to be operationally managing all of this for the boxes to work with each other. We already decided training. We are in 1 week and a half, more or less. A lot have been made. It is invisible work for you guys, I know, but that's your masters saw this happening. Most of them, the ones who were here, they saw us working, and they know that we don't bullshit. We just go and do the things, and then we present the work done. They suggested improvements on the contracts. We accept and we explain them things. Even this thing that I just explained for the future, the coins are going to be launched officially in September. I'm warning you guys that it will happen. I could have told you exactly the day that it will be officially launched, but I don't want to ruin the surprise right now. I'm more concerned on doing it than announcing it. You have not seen it communicated about that. You will see a communication about that when it's a fact. Right now, I'm telling you guys, we're doing it. Now, I can tell you that the system will be up and running on Wednesday night. This is what I'm telling. I'm telling you, as Obama explained to me, as we spoke with the IT today again, and we've been speaking all weekend, there's no rest for us. That's why my eyes are like this. I'm getting fatter, tired, and my beard is growing because of that. But we are working on it. But I don't want to tell you, look, now it's going to be tomorrow, and then it doesn't happen. We communicate. We communicated 2 or 3 days ago, a very strong communication about the IT progress. And we were very strict. It was the first one I signed. We were very strict on the information that was there. We did not put dates as you saw it, but what we were doing. Okay? Doing. It means, for some people that are asking here on lettering, it means the system online up and running means that the draws can be asked to the system from Wednesday forward. Can be draw. It doesn't mean they're going to be paid on the immediately minute after, because there's no possibility to do that like that. I told you, limitations will be announced on Wednesday morning maximum, if not tomorrow. It depends on the time that I arrive, but it will be communicated. You can draw this. Don't get it wrong, guys. Please, another thing. Don't think we're limiting this because of the issue of the money. Think on a bag of potatoes that is 50 kilos, right? A bag of potatoes, when you collect it from the earth and you put it on those bags, is 50 kilos normally. So think that you have a bag of 50 kilos, but you have a lot of bags on your truck, but you can only fill 50 kilos in each bag. If you try to put 100 kilos on that bag, the bag will not handle it. Guys, be intelligent. We're not bullshitting you guys. An IT system is the same. You feed them, okay? If you see it can handle it, you increase. And you start increasing. It's not that we want to limit you guys by $500 or $600. It's not that. We need to take no risks of the system to collapse. If the system collapses, we'll have like another 2 weeks or 3 weeks without paying. Is that what we all want? For sure, no. For sure, no, guys. So I'm being very honest with you guys. We'll start putting pressure on the system, cargo, not cargo the system, cargo the system. It handles good. The process is going good. It gets full automatically. It's staying well. Great, good. We'll not speak about draws anymore, and we'll be good enough for that. We had issues. Yes, we had issues. Was it IT blame? No, maybe it was organization blame, We were not structured for such a big deals that you guys did. Let's be honest here. Let's face this as, you guys are selling machines and you've done a wonderful job. And I'm surprised. I came to the company 2 weeks ago and I said, look, how the hell did these guys put this number in such a short time? I don't know a lot of companies, and I work for multinational companies, US companies. I used to work for a company, a US company that made $5 billion a year, okay? And I was the general manager here. I started as you guys, as a sales guy. I made 17 million on the first 4 months, and I know what it took me. Door to door, knocking on hell to get that money in. It was a painful effort, 24 hours. It was like 20 hours work a day. All alone, me, myself, and I against the rest of the world. So I appreciate that effort. And when I see people that brought a lot of money to the company, and I see the numbers of this company, I was like, wow, how can these guys do this in 6 months? I know what it takes because I've done it a few years ago, and I was like tired like hell. So at the same time, I also knew that I had nothing on my back. I was just sell. Sometimes it was even harder to follow business because I had so much on my lap that I didn't know what was the first guy that was going to meet tomorrow. And you guys know that too. Even on the sales process, you got like this huge forecast list of everyone you're going to knock on the door tomorrow. And then you forget, hey, I forgot to register the other guy that wanted the package and so on. It happened to me when you're on that kind of performance. So now imagine a company that needs to follow you guys. It's a tough job, guys. Following you guys in organization, it's a very tough job. It's a very tough job to speak with you guys in all the schedules all around the world. It's a very tough job for passing from a family company to a structured company that can be able to give you the right structure and the right follow-ups. This is a very hard job for everybody here now. But you have, I'm going to be very honest with you, I saw a very strong commitment from the previous management on this. It's not easy for the previous management to recognize the mistakes. No, for anyone to recognize mistakes, to take it that they made mistakes, that they didn't organize properly, and call out for help and send people from abroad, outside of the company, and partnering and giving partnership to other guys on a company that has these numbers already, just to be able to solve the issues with the people. This shows a lot from the people. Even if you don't consider that, think a little bit. Would you assume your mistakes easily and call out someone to help you? It's not easy, eh? People are very proud sometimes to do this, but they've done it. So we are here to help. Okay?
That's great.
Any questions more?
I think the Hulbay wants to talk again. Can you unmute him, please? Awesome. Yes, sir.
Well, Miguel, as I said, you explained, we are a bit confident. Only people are contacting me from the downline around the world because I have team around the world, different countries. They are ready to work only. They are a bit reluctant because of this the main issue which you already addressed, the withdrawal, and you are pretty sure that by Wednesday the system will work and hopefully we will be able to withdraw the limited amount whatever you set in the system, and we will be happy to see you get the withdrawal, and we appreciate all your efforts. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Tariq Bhai and Sunit Patel, you both are master distributors. Would you like to ask any questions?
Yes, Adnan Bhai, I want to ask one question. Some team member are asking me. For example, if we put withdraw on Wednesday or even Thursday, the people who have not their card, whether they will receive their money in blockchain directly?
Okay, the question of not everybody having the card, right? So
Yes.
yeah,
No. Wait, Miguel. What he's asking is, back in days, we used to have directly from EBT to come into your Coinbase or any other personal wallet. But now we have ETC in between. So what he's asking is, like, on Wednesday, let's say is EBT, Eaglebit Trade, ID. Let's say ID now, right? From ID to ETC, from ETC to your personal wallet, wherever you want, right?
Yes.
So
no, guys. Yeah. First of all, let me tell you this following.
Yeah.
First of all, we also consolidating the wallet itself. Okay. So we cannot have a wallet that is not in control of the company or the infrastructure or whatever it calls, right? Tariq, I think it was Tariq who made the question, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So Tariq. So
yes, I'm asking that can we take withdraw from Eaglebit Trade card to direct our blockchain or Coinbase wallet?
From if you have the Eaglebit card, you will be able also we will be able to charge you the card, okay? To put credit on the card and you to take that.
Yes,
if we are saying as a website, if you have Eagle Trade Card website, would you be
ETC. That's ETC. It's simple, yeah.
Okay, so we're redefining the image as you saw today on the webinar. It's already ID Eagle and Eagle ID and so on.
Yeah.
Okay, you need to realize that there was a lot of media and a lot of websites and a lot of things that also, again, were not in our infrastructure. Okay, Tariq? So we're not in the house managed. Right now, we're passing all of that to in-house structure. We don't want to be dependent on anyone. Not for BTCs, not for our local coins, not for exchange, for anything. So this is an ongoing process. It is parallel. Right now, if you're asking me, you can have your credit card and you have your money on your credit card. If you want to receive in BTCs, you can still receive in BTCs. Okay? So that's not an issue. But you need to realize that the future is then when you do a draw, you get it on a credit card immediately in cash. This is in credit to be exact, and then you spend it like you want to. Okay, this is the fastest way that the system, any system, can work. Okay, even if it was to trading, even if it goes to trading, you will not be able. You will not be feeling that pain of the time of the trading because it's in a house. It's going to be done by our own exchange. So when you're giving the order, it's going to just be switched off for money. That's it. This is what's going to happen in the future.
But
in the very near future.
Okay, the process of withdrawal, is it still going to be from ID Eagle to ETC and then from ETC to your personal wallet at the moment?
No. At the moment we cannot. At the moment we're doing both. Okay, we're already doing the parallel system. Okay, we have the past and we have the present/future. So we already have the two systems working. Let's call it like that. Okay, but every new entry, every new draw, every new payment is being passed to Claudio's, let's say Claudio's system, Claudio's wallet, and passing from that wallet to you guys to avoid. So we still have an issue with the old wallet, but we are solving it the parallels at the same time. Let's call it in parallel to be able to migrate all of that to the new system. I would lie to you guys if I said that it was done. It's not done, but it's being done for sure right now. And it's working parallel, simultaneously. We're doing payments already from Claudio's platform, from the new platform, let's call it like that, for ID Eagle platform, which is a brand now. We're already doing those things at parallel. But again, we still have some auditing and balancing to consolidate, which will be ready very soon to be able to migrate those data. Once all the data is migrated and consolidated, and by Wednesday they will be, actually by tomorrow, but Wednesday is the day that we want to conclude all the tests. Of course, we will abandon that kind of having a wallet to pass to another wallet and so on. Now that will not happen for sure.
Okay.
Even new investors will come for the new wallet already.
Okay. And
do not, Tariq, let's just hold on a second. Please, guys, do not, and I know that some people didn't read the communication last week, do not do draws on the old system. Do not put any money on the old system. It's not what we want to do. Tell us how. If you have an investor, if you want to pay something, just tell us that you have it and we send it to the new system wallet, not to the previous system, because we don't want to go that way.
Okay. And one question is, Claudio said that the old people will receive coin and the new people will not receive coin. What is the meaning of this? Because people are thinking that the previous people will, old people will receive ICO instead of withdraw.
Yeah. I will explain. Guys, the company is very sensible to what you guys suffered, okay? So the only way that the company can compensate the pains that you have on the last 3 to 4 months is, and this is what Claudio wanted to say, okay, pretty much, is to compensate you guys. How do we compensate you guys? It's giving you something that the new ones will not have, allowing you guys to be on the ICO, okay, giving you coins to compensate the timing, the problems, and the lack of payments that you had in the last 4 months. Every member that had a problem, that was a member, until we launched the new system, is entitled to get in this system of the ICO. Do you understand, Tariq?
Yes.
So now, new guys coming, new investor coming from after September. I'm not going to give him for a pain that he did not suffer, right?
Okay.
He's a new guy. He will buy you a package like you're going to sell it. But he has not passed the problems of drawings, right? He was not waiting for drawings for the last 2 or 3 months. So he didn't have this pain. So what Claudio meant was that those benefits are for the people who were with us and suffer these delays and needs to be compensated for that. So again, the company is trying to build up a mechanism to compensate your suffering on the last month by not being able to pay doesn't mean that we don't want to pay, and doesn't mean that we don't want to compensate you guys. It would be easier not to do this, but this is what we want to do. We want to compensate people who have been suffering for the last 2 or 3 months. Is it fair? Yes, I think it's fair for you guys.
And one confusion in team is that people are thinking that in future company will give us only their own coin. They will not give us Bitcoin and dollar. They will just give us their own coin, which is.
Tariq, it will be up to you to decide what you want to receive. Okay? It will be up to you to decide. I just doubt that you're going to decide to have a coin like BTC, who is up and down, and you don't know why, and you don't control it, or having a coin that is based in a real asset, in gold behind, and is worth real money, and will not go up and down. It will always go up. But you are the one to decide. If you want to lose money,
the company is not having any intention or
it means there is both the options.
Or forcing these coins.
The company wants to launch the coins, wants you guys to have a share on the companies that has the coins, and I already mentioned this today on Claudio's conversation. And you decide what you want to invest, if in BTCs, which you have nothing to do with it and you don't control it, or if you want to invest in your market, in your companies.
So people will have a fair choice.
I think so, but you know what? If it was with me, and I don't have BTCs, to be very honest with you, I don't have BTCs because I just don't believe it. But that's me. Yeah, we had this conversation on the hotel, remember, on the reception, and I told you it's nothing. It's just not asset based. So I need some security. I need to be secure of where I put my money. When I do shares of a company, let's say that I buy stocks from Microsoft. I know who is Microsoft. I know what the business they're doing. Can you tell me, Tariq, what is Bitcoin behind it?
There's nothing in Bitcoin behind the Bitcoin.
So why would you choose Bitcoins instead of a gold coin?
Yeah, but
your option, man.
The problem is right now, because obviously there has been a lot of bad experiences. A lot of Bitcoins has come and actually vanished already, as you know.
Bitcoins, no, cryptocurrencies.
Yeah, in other cryptocurrencies. Okay, so not Bitcoin. So people believe on Bitcoin because since Bitcoin has come, it's still there. It's the most strongest currency right now in the market, even though it's very, very volatile, but still it is the strongest currency as well right now. And people buying and selling is much easier than any other coin.
Now you got it. They don't believe in Bitcoin. Don't come with that bullshit for me, Adnan. Nobody believes in Bitcoin. They believe the power of exchanging that for money, which is a different thing.
Yeah. So that's why.
So if I give you money, if I guarantee you that you can sell me your coins, my own coins, if I can guarantee you that you can sell me gold coins, Eagle gold coin, that you can sell to your own platform, to your own exchange, which is Eagle, and exchange it by money. What do you say?
People will love that. Yeah, absolutely. People will love the money.
It's the only thing you have with Bitcoin today is that you can really exchange it for money. That's it. Besides of the security, which is the blockchain, which also the other cryptos have that. The only thing you actually caring about Bitcoin is because it's usable. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
It's usable.
The question is just coming from the downline as well. Like you remember, we discussed as well before, in the future, the money, if anybody have their commissions or anything like that, sitting in Eagle Trade Card website, they will be able to transfer into Eagle Trade Card to another Eagle Trade Card. But will that allow in ID Eagle, or you have to transfer into Eagle Trade Card website before you can transfer into another Eagle Trade?
No, that will be at the same time, my friend. That will be the advantage of having an infrastructure in the house is that you can API it and you can put the connections inside. So you don't need to big transformations or big passes from one platform to another. You can do this automatically. This is what we're aiming.
Okay, so if let's say, for example, I have Eagle Trade one account, and you have another account ETC. If I have commission in my Eagle Trade card, doesn't matter if it's £5 or $5 or $500, I can transfer you on live, like straight away into your Eagle Trade card.
You transfer me credit, like you do. Even today, Claudius playing that on the communication on Telepop. I can transfer from one phone to another, communication minutes, or time is money, the cryptocurrency, easily. I don't need to. I'm not exchanging. I'm not selling it. I'm giving it to you. It's a private transaction. Even on Bitcoin, you can do that today. If you want to send me one Bitcoin, you can send me one Bitcoin. You don't need to sell it. You need to exchange it.
Yeah.
Right. And this is what's happening. You're not exchanging it. You're just giving it away to, I don't know, Tariq, to whoever. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So that the only difference is that you don't need to send it away from your infrastructure, which will be much faster.
Yeah.
And another difference is that if you decide not to give it away or to pay it in let's say in a gold coin, but let's say that you want to change by other crypto, even if you want to, let's say the most different thing, you have time is money crypto, and you want to change that for gold crypto. Just exchange it locally in your platform, because you have that capability. It doesn't go out of our system, you know.
Yeah, that's
it's automatic. It will be converted to the new coin, whichever you wanted.
Yeah, perfect.
We will keep for you guys to be informed, because we cannot just close everything. Let's say like that. We will keep the wallet of Bitcoins, of course, because we need it to exchange and internally, and also to be mutable between these coins. But that is what it is. I cannot exchange properly if I don't have enough. It's like doing a business with dollars and pounds and euros and so on. If I don't have the money, how can I exchange between them locally in a house? I have to recur to a third party. We don't want to recur to a third party. So we will have Bitcoins. We will have the new 4 coins. Yeah, for sure. We are an exchange company from now on. So we'll need those coins in the house also.
Yeah.
As well as the money, which the bank will provide, which is very important to be able to change those.
Yeah. Okay. So anything else anybody else wants to ask? Because
Sunit has left. So Sunit, has you got any questions?
So Tariq is asking when he's going to sleep.
I was trying to ask you something about the people want to know about in the future when we have launch our coin. So there is both the option is available, the Bitcoin and our coin. Our
4 coins, my friend. Our 4 coins.
4 coins, dollars, and Bitcoin. So you will have 6 options.
So there I understand. In the door, I want to enter. I can choose the option, the BTC, or buy the coin and buy the package. And when I get my profit, I have also option the Bitcoin and different kind of the coin.
Our own credit card or the 4 coins. Yes, you'll have an option. Just like going to a store and you can take 6 products or 10 products. So you'll have more products, including Bitcoin. That's what I understand, Miguel. Am I correct here?
Yeah.
So we're becoming more like an exchange to market our own coins, plus the Bitcoins, plus we're going to have our own Visa, MasterCard, so we can transfer the money because we got EcoBank. Is that correct?
Yeah, correct. Sunit, what I think will happen, and this is a tendency that you will notice yourself if you had to manage yourself, maybe you have Bitcoins, maybe you have the 4 the 4 new cryptocurrencies, okay? And you also have money, okay? Let's see the all X spectrum here. You have money on your pocket, you have 4 cryptocurrencies, and you have Bitcoins. And you will decide on the EagleBit exchange platform, which will be faster, easy to charge on your credit card also. What do you want to do? Maybe you want to change Bitcoins for the new coin. Yes, true. Or for any of the 4 new coins. Maybe you want to exchange for money. Yeah. It will depend on you what kind of operation you'll do. It's an exchange in-house. So you will decide. If of course we know that people will decide for the 4 new cryptocurrencies as ideally because they have asset based. So there will be less volatility and that means more stability, more profit, of course, and more security for sure. But crypto is crypto. It will depend on your adoption on it, of course. But be sure we have 15,000 members at least right now, and we'll for sure get 20,000, 25 in the next month. So the probability of the 4 cryptocurrencies being more used and more tradable will be increasing very fast. And since you're on the ICO phase, as you know also, if the coin starts with $1, let's just give a stupid number just because it's a unit, it will soon become $3, $4 each unit. In 1 month period, you probably more than triple the amount. So I don't think you're going to bet too much on Bitcoins. That's my guess. I think you're going to bet, as everybody that has the power to be on the ICO, to bet on the new coins, because the profitability that you can take in a very short period, it's much more than Bitcoin. And you know that.
Miguel, just a question coming from the downlines that can they put a package through ETC in the near future?
A package? Sorry.
Like putting a package, because at the moment we need Bitcoins to buy a package. So in the near future, can we use ETC directly to buy the package? Like, is there any?
So what he's trying to say, Miguel, whatever commissions you got in Eagle Trade Card website, can you use that money to buy another package?
I would love to answer you that, but I'm not entirely, my friend. I am more on the operations and more now on the issues. So I have not gone to that discussion deeply. We know exactly what we want to do in terms of module, and this I gave you some feedbacks, although they are not still communicated. And I'm trying to give you as we think about the what is the right way to do it. But I need to see that with Claudio actually, because he's one of the pieces that can do that. So I don't know how it's going to happen right now. And to be honest, again, I'm more on the priority of payments right now and the things than actually that. I understand your concern and your questions. I would counsel you to send me an email with that question, and I'll discuss it with Claudio specifically and get to you guys that answer. Okay? Because I don't want to say something that's not going to happen or was not talked. I have not discussed that topic yet specifically.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
thank you very much. I think everybody you have answered most of the questions anyway. Okay, one more question just come by.
Yeah, go ahead.
While you are here. Sorry.
So we have a bright future of Thursday.
Okay, so a person is asking actually a question. What is the risk actually if you're putting a gold as well at the back as well and everything as well? What would be the risk on people's actual payment? And when we put so what kind of guarantee company can give?
Yeah, so let me try to explain this. When you back up coins with real deals, with real business, the risk goes down, of course, because it's real transactions. First of all. Second of all, what the company wants to do with the gold is I'm going to give you an example, which is pretty much the number. But anyway, I'm going to give it as an example. So the company has, in this case, 400 tons of gold, of reserves on the mine. Okay. So if you consider that 1 ton right now is 38 million something, what we intend to do is to collateralize every investment in terms of provisions, in terms of accounting. So it means that if we have investors bringing in 40 million, we want to have that same amount plus 30% on the back end secure. Not the investors' money in gold. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that means that the assets from the company will be 40 million plus 30%, which are in gold physically. which can be sold anyway, anywhere, at any time. As you know, it's 24 carats gold. We extract, as everybody knows, not 24, 23, 22. We refine it. We put it in gold bars. We put it on the safe, and we collateralize those things. Okay.
Okay.
First of all, so then, yeah, go ahead.
Another question. So you finish. Finish, then I'll ask you that question.
So the assets of the company, the securitization of the capital, it's very important for an investor. When I am an investor, and I am an investor, I go for a company, I put my money in, but I want to be sure that my money is not going to disappear, right? Yeah. So I always look for 2 or 3 things on securitization. One of them is assets, tangible assets. Okay, tangible assets in this case is gold. Yeah, they're tangible. They are there on a third-party entity, secure on a safe. First, second of all, that I also ask normally is equity. I like to have equity on the company to understand how the company is going. Yeah. And as you realized already, you already have a promise of getting equity. Yeah. Okay. Third of all, I want to understand the business. But that for you guys is not a problem because you are the business. You do the business. The only thing you didn't have so far was a different organization to be able to understand and communicate better with the company, and the company to communicate better with you guys. Yeah. Okay. And finally, transparency. Yeah. We have plans an auditing company outside of the company itself. KPMG, PKF. We will be audited, as I mentioned to you guys, by a third party that will certify our accounts. Yeah. This is very important for an investor and very important for someone that sells any product, which is to believe in a product. For me to be able to sell something, I need to be able to believe it. This is me. And only those 3 or 4 factors are giving me the security for this. And this is what we're setting up. This is exactly what we are setting up on the same philosophy. For you guys to be able to sell with the security that the product is there, 3 or 4 products in this case, and much more than that, that they are secure and your investors are secure on the investment that they're going to do. Yes. Secure by real money, by gold, you know, real secure things, not just tangible assets, okay? Tangible companies that can be measured, that are audits. I think this is key point here. Yeah. Okay. The question actually was another 2 questions. Actually, it's very related to each other. So I'm going to ask you those both questions. First of all, as you are saying, actually, it's going to be everything is going to be legal, and in legal way, most of the companies in the world work in 14 days pull off, like cooling off period. So if somebody buy a package within 14 days, even they can withdraw, they can take the money out, all of it. It's a nice question. Actually, the legal things, it depends a lot on the jurisdiction. Actually, some countries like EU, they have 30 days, on contract. Some countries has 14 days, and some other issues apply also to financial transactions. Yeah. For example, financial transactions, you don't have that on banks. You cannot cancel an investment on a bank. What you can do is that you can withdraw your full money, 100% of your capital, but you pay a penalty. Okay. Everybody has that experience already. Yeah. When you want to, you make a loan with the bank, and the bank tells, now I want to pay my loan, and the bank says, okay, but you have a penalty. Yeah. You have that also on the contract. Okay. So it will be possible in the future, and I'm saying the new module, which is a very near future, for an investor to withdraw his money, but he will lose a significant percentage of that, maybe 10, 15%. It will be a penalty. Because why? And I'm telling you why, and it's very easy to explain. If I'm putting 1 ton of gold to secure his capital, I'm not making money on the amount of gold that I'm putting in secure, right? Instead of selling that gold, I'm putting that gold on a safe, not making money, not making a profit to secure his capital.
Because Adnan, tomorrow you will ask about. Tomorrow you call to the Ajit Pal. He will explain you about how this gold is working. So he know well about the knowledge about the gold. So this will be very beneficial for everyone. That I understand.
Sunit, you need to understand also that although I am a manager and I need to explain you guys a little bit, I am a gemologist also. So I understand gold.
We have also my partner is Ajit Pal. He know about the how is work the gold mining. So
yeah, because
I don't know, but I listening sometime and he saying me something the confidence. It will be good for us. If our coin is depending on the real gold, so the value is depending on the plate, the mining plate. And mining plate is never go down. He always go up and up. So price is
well, not entirely true. I could tell you that it always goes up, but it's not entirely true. But I can tell you what is true. Every time that the dollar goes up, the gold comes down.
Yes,
every time. True. Because gold is the refuge of every investment, and every investor is what we call a refugee, a safe harbor for everywhere in the world. So that means that the stupidest economy of all, which is the US, when it's up, there's less demanding on gold, so gold price goes down. But, however, the contrary is true. What is true also is that the gold is being floating. It's called LMBA, the market of London, which is the London market, LMBA, which normally regulates the gold price. You can, you know, from $40,000 a kilo, and I'm talking a kilo because I don't like to work with ounces, so I'm going to be on the kilo base. On the kilo, it goes 40, it goes 38.9, it goes 39, but it's, you know, it's a very short thing, which allows you, when you produce, what allows us, in this case with the mining, that we have a very low cost comparing to that. And you can make the math. If we have a very low cost because we produce, and we could have sold it for 39,900, this difference, it's a very huge profit for Eagle, and to support also those fluctuations, small fluctuations of 5 or 10%. A fluctuation of 5 or 10% is nothing compared to the profit of a gold that you put in a safe, like 1 ton. The only question that I was explaining is, why is there a penalty? There's a penalty if you withdraw all the money, because I made a provision of putting 1 ton of gold and break it out and not selling it. Therefore, I have a loss normally if I don't sell it, because I have the gold stopped there, right? It's stopped. I don't make a profit on it. So if I commit with you that I'm going to assure your $1 million investment, and I put $1 million plus 30% to secure you, I am entitled to ask for a penalty if you withdraw the money before, because I put it to 1 ton plus 30 kept and safe for you. So I didn't make any money on that 1 ton 30, right? I just put it aside to secure your capital. So if now you withdraw that capital from the investment plan, either I withdraw the 1 ton something that I did, but even if I do that, I lost money because I didn't sold it during that period, right? The asset was there, frozen, waiting for you. So that's why the penalty. That's exactly what the banks do, actually. The banks will invest your money on some stocks, whatever, and they buy those stocks, and that's quantities of stocks with all your money, right? And if you put 1 million is one thing, they buy you X stocks by X price. But if you put 10 million, they have a bigger leverage on how they can negotiate the price, right? And if you take them that 10 million without notice, they will lose that leverage, that sales leverage or that buying leverage. So they penalty you. This is what's going to happen. Yes, right now you are not able to withdraw all your money from EagleBait. Yes, it's true. Right now you cannot, you know that. But in the future, there's no other way to do it. The legal way, which is allowing you to do that, but you will have a penalty. It's a very straightforward. Going back to the legal issue. Okay.
Okay. Another question actually just come by. It's a very easy question probably for you as well. You are from UAE. There are a lot of actually investors and people want to join from UAE. Two things actually they are asking for. One thing is office obviously to be open in UAE as soon as possible, and the second is the language. Can we put in Arabic as well in the back office? Arabic, Urdu, and Hindi.
For sure. First of all, you need to understand that, and it's a good question. We had some issues regarding the UAE office, which were pretty much because he flew against our control that event. But we do. The Emirates Tower is an office that it's hired by Eagle Bit Trade for you to realize. It is there. Okay, it's our, let's call it, headquarter office. And right now we're finalizing a new office, let's call it new office, which is more the training center near Raffles Hotel. Okay, the one who seems like a pyramid, more near the airport, because it makes more sense to the people. It's more near the airport, and will be easier to manage. However, we need to understand that although I want to close that office ASAP, my priority is payments and structure. So you guys have to bury me for a little bit more on the office, like 1 or 2 weeks, until I have everything finished on my side to be able to dedicate myself to the office. You don't need the office tomorrow, but I need to pay you guys tomorrow because that's what you want. So it's kind of a thing, you know. I would love to do everything at the same time, but if you try to play piano, 4 pianos with 2 hands, 2 of them will not play at least. So let's be very focused on what we have to do. But be sure that we'll have a second location in UAE. And regarding Arabic, yeah, for sure. We already have Patricia on spot. She works with me in another business that I have there. And we will translate things to Arabic, and we will have a back office in Arabic as well, also in Hindu, as you request, and also Urdu. In other languages. Yeah, Urdu. Yeah, sorry. So we will have those. It's up to you guys to propose. Again, I'm going to tell you, we will not be able to manage and do everything tomorrow. It's impossible, and I will not promise that. But we'll keep adding feature by feature till the system is as you want to, and as it fits the business. Actually, of course, if you have 1 people speaking New Zealand or something like that, whatever, you cannot expect me to change all the back office for 1 guy, of course. But we need to build the priorities on the level that we have of the members, and try to adapt to them, and not the other way around. The company will have to adapt to the members and not the members to the company. The members will have to adapt to the procedures that will be very straightforward. We'll have to adapt to a new form of communication, very straightforward also. And I'm warning you guys on anticipation. You know how I am, a little bit on here and a little bit on there. So I'm giving you also some pains. You will have to adapt on procedures. You will have to adapt on a different way to do things. Yes. But it's for everybody's good sake. So I don't think it's going to be a very big problem on that.
That's great. Okay. Anything else, guys?
Everybody wants to go to sleep.
Well, it's almost 4:30 in the morning in India right now.
Oh, yeah, cool. Here is 4:15 right now, 4:70 right now.
Well, go and sleep, my friend. Don't listen to this fat guy here wasting your time.
I'm always sleeping after 3 o'clock.
I'm thinking that I have like 7 hours to do in the car in 4 hours and a half, and I'm thinking, how am I gonna drive? Okay.
The whole team was very panic after this, after the meeting was conducted. That's why we disturb you again. the people want to clear about because there was a miscommunication and there was a too much communication gap. People were not understanding properly what's the actual information. No, I think everybody is clear about withdrawal, and you told that system is almost ready, and within 2 or 3 days it will be start.
Yeah.
And it will start to pay.
Asim, can you get Zuhur Bhai in panelist, and he wants to actually ask a question as well.
He was here. I don't think so he's anymore.
Okay, he's lost him. Okay.
He's not here now.
Okay. One more question just come up here as well. Is all right. A question people are asking: when new platform is going to come, it's not going to change the compensation plan, or it's not going to change the business, is it?
It's not going to change the compensation plan immediately. It's not. We cannot change things with the snap of fingers. I told you that already. The compensation plan and everything will be upgraded, will be updated in a very short period of time. As you can figure out right now, if we would dedicate our efforts to do so, we would lose the perspective of paying and getting the system on. So again, it will happen. Yes, it's true. The new module will be incorporated. You will have some very news very fast in August, probably. Very sure that it's going to be in August and beginning of September. Probably what is going to happen is that as soon as we finish these payment things and the withdrawals and the system is in auto, we'll close those tasks. Okay, it's closed, done. And we'll pass to the other ones, which is what we're talking about. And for now, it's not it's not on my top 2 priorities, because you know already what are the top 2 priorities. But I would say that since we build up the contracts already for the new module, I would say that is immediately after, yeah, because it needs to be set up. It needs to be, but still, you need to realize that we are auditing also the system to be able to be very accurate on what we have to pay, to whom we have to pay. We have the priorities also, people who are doing badly in terms of financial. So we want to accommodate everyone, and that's a priority. So again, I don't like to promise, I like to do, and I would be stupid if I would say, now it's not going to change. Yes, it is going to change. And if you recall, you made that same question one of the nights that we were discussing things. And I told you, yeah, it's going to change, and it's going to change faster than you think, because it is not possible to keep the same system as it is, because it's not working. That's it. I prefer something that is working for sure, and working for me is being paid and everything on the right track, than not working at all. Right now, for example, we still don't have languages options. We don't have the plans, the marketing plans updated. There should have been. There's 2 packages that are not there. Gold and premium, for example.
Yeah.
For
Gold
example,
and platinum.
Platinum, sorry. So if gold and platinum is not on the marketing materials, it's not even updated to me. So I'm new in the company. I just found out about these 2 packages like 3 or 4 days ago. So you see what I mean? We need to audit. We need to account everything that is not working properly, to be able to make a correction and make an action that will solve the issues. And this is the time that I ask you guys to be patient, because we cannot change the world from one day to another. Okay? You all understand this. We all know what has to be done. What I ask you guys is remind us of the things that we need to change, because the speed is too great. We have a lot of things to change. And if you keep reminding us of your needs and the things need to change, we will do it. Believe me, we will do it. But I cannot prioritize right now the marketing plan or the compensation plan, not at least until September, till the new coins, because what do you think? Should I update the marketing plan right now and the compensation plan, and then not launching the coins in time, or should I launch the coins in time first and prepare all that work?
First of all, we are quite happy with the compensation plan right now, and people are actually right now, they are more worried about obviously the payment. And once the payment go through, then we will, as you're saying as well, in the future, we will think about.
Let's study that together.
Yeah.
Let's discuss that together.
Yes.
What can be done, because we want to have that decision with you guys. You are the faces again of the company and the ears of the company on the markets. So let's hear you guys. What do you think? Let us together decide what's going to be the new compensation plan and how it's going to work.
Exactly.
And let's have it ready to launch it in September with the new coins.
Yeah.
This is the goal.
And another question is like, once platform is ready, people can buy packages. Okay.
Yeah.
So is it going to be the same way, the way we were buying packages before? Or is it going to change anything?
Look, the process is very simple, okay? Or should have been very simple. You sell the package or you convince an investor to invest, it doesn't matter how you want to call it. And the company will invoice the setup fee, okay? Every month the company will invoice the mensality of that plan, which has not happened yet, but it will happen. A real invoice, and we'll pay taxes over it. Okay, legal side of it, remember? So that will happen. And on the back office, for you to understand the financial flux a little bit, what we are setting up more or less is like this. Let's say today, a BTC coin, a unit gets in. From that coin, automatically, X% will be for the compensation plans, right? The 30 or 40% or whatever that is right now. Plus, another will be for the trading, right? To go to trading, another percentage of that coin. And another one will be for the setup fee. And I'm saying when you do the package, this is what was supposed to happen. Three different accounts actually, right?
Yeah.
One for trading, right? One for setup, right? And one for compensations, which should be direct and indirect.
Yeah.
Correct? This is happening right now on the back office that is being set up.
Okay.
Okay. This will be managed accordingly, exactly this. In the end of the month, a new mensality is coming, and that mensality will go to the company account, right? The setup account. Now, the trading, however, it will break in two. It will be for the compensation plan, right? And for the trading results of the company. Imagine if we, by any chance, do more than the compensation plan on the trading, in terms of percentage, that difference will go to the company account. The other, however, will go to the compensate plan, right? If you promise to pay 8.5, if you do 15, what's going to happen? 8.5 will go to the compensate, right?
Mm-hmm.
The remaining will go to the company account as profit for the company to pay for marketing expenses, for new offices in the regions, for supporting languages, for service providers that will be able to do those services for us, right? A company needs to pay his commitments, not just compensation plans, right?
Yeah.
Needs to have a structure, needs to support masters and diamonds and so on of the business on certain territories as we speak. So he needs to have money allocated on marketing and then expenses to new offices, to support masters and support diamonds and so on. For training, that money has to come out from somewhere. It needs to come out from profit accounts from the company, which is breaking out on those three parcels. One, which is the investor's money, is kept. The one is the trading results, very good. That breaks out to compensations and costs, pretty much it. This is how it works, more or less. And this is what the back office flux has been built for right now. So not one account, but three accounts. It's going like that.
I've got one question coming from...
Sorry. Awesome. Let me finish this question because this is related to this as well. With this, that means actually if anybody who you are signing up, you need to sign him up or her up twice on a two platform like EagleBit Trade and Eagle Trade Card. That makes it a bit complicated for a person when he's or she's joining straight away.
I think what will happen is it will merge all the functionalities in one, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I think this is what will happen. Again, we just need to be very secure when we do this to avoid losing, to lose those facilities, right? To lose those kind of features. But this is, I'm pretty sure that is what's going to happen, because there's no way we're going to handle two things. It makes no sense to us.
Yeah.
You know? That should be an automatic process, not a request on demand.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, Miguel, a lot of people from the downline, they're asking because, in Dubai, quite a few people were handed out the MasterCards, but at the moment, because those MasterCards are not connected anywhere, once the platform comes online, like what time frame are we looking at to getting those cards activated?
Oh, you're referring to the cards were not activated, right?
Yeah, MasterCards, yeah. Eagle to trade MasterCards.
Okay, so first of all, on the card, there's two issues. We're waiting for more cards to come in. We ordered 10,000 cards, which are still waiting to come. Tomorrow, I'll make a point with Claudio on that. I'll see how is that. And second, I will also ask him that, because I think there's some issues. There were some issues on activating some cards, as I was explained. Not exactly the full detail technically what happened, but it seems to me there's some lack of information being given. And we discussed this already, like for you to activate, and for us, for in the future to activate a member or even a card, we need to have a certain data from those people, which are addresses, full names, and countries. And it might seem stupid for some people that say, why do you need my address? It's not because I want to know where you live and go and visit you to eat. No, I'm sorry. I'm a little bit fat, but I don't want to have dinner in Pakistan today. Maybe tomorrow. It doesn't matter. But what I really want to is that certain regulations and compliances on the financial sector demand that we know who is the owner and the beneficiary of such card or such money. So we will try to put this in an order that doesn't damage people, okay, and their privacy, and we will be responsible for certain data already on the contracts. There are very specific clauses on that data protection and how we're going to handle it, okay? They're already there. But the main issue is right now on the credit cards is that we need info. And we need info for invoicing, because we cannot apply VAT on an invoice that we need to pay if we don't know where you're living. What is the region? If it's inside GCC, in this case, with the VAT implementation in Dubai since January, we need to be sure that I'm not invoicing a guy who lives in Dubai, because if he is living in Dubai, I need to pay 5% to the state, and I need to invoice with the 5%. So, but that going to the courts, as you said, I think it's a question of regulation and procedures. Okay, we are still missing a lot of information on those cards. And the last information I had was cards were not being activated because missing information. Okay, this was the information I had. Missing information. We need to, again, we'll try to put on the websites and on the Facebook, on our platforms, let's call it like that, the right procedures, how to do this kind of things in the next days. What you have to send me. For example, one instruction we gave was no new member is allowed to be activated on the system without the address. And if you recall the previous system, you could have done that. You could have done that. You could put the name, you could, and the address was not a mandatory field, but now it is a mandatory field on the new system. So there's no way you can overpass that if you don't provide. If you go to a bank to open an account, what happens is the bank will ask you for a utility bill. Very easy. And if you don't provide a utility bill, the bank will say, I cannot give you or open you the account. And that's why regulatory issues. One thing that you need to realize also is that, and I have not spoken about it, but I can, since we're talking about UAE and the regulations, we will need to change the activity. It's not something that you should concern, because we can do it not like a snap of a finger, but in 3 or 4 days. We will probably change the activity of EagleBit itself in terms of main core activity to be able to fit this business. Okay, but also you need to realize that sometimes you want to do the best, and you want to. We wanted to, if it was possible, we wanted to legalize it as a cryptocurrency module, but there is no legislation for that still in Dubai. So as we may want to, but the law does not exist. So it's kind of a, so we need to approach that law and we need to be as near as we can on the legal side of it. So right now, the module we have is going to be. So far, we're going to change the model to probably a brokerage, which is commission-based company, which is pretty much what you're doing, right? Getting commissions, and we're selling products with commissions in the future. And because of trading, you get a commission, right? When you do a trading, you get a commission. When we pay you guys, it's a commission. It's the most similar activity right now, because there is no crypto exchange activity, although Dubai is to launch an electronic exchange activity, which may fit our business, and we are looking very, very, I would say, with a lot of attention to it. And as soon as it gets out, we will change for that, because that will allow us to be strictly and inside the law. Right now, there is no law. As I am told, there is a lot of countries that have not regulated yet cryptocurrencies or exchange of cryptocurrencies. Okay, not regulated at all. So we need to. This is what we want to. This is what exists, and we need to approach what is legally the best activity for the company. It doesn't mean that we cannot change it as long as they will change it and the law changes also. We will adapt to the law, and we will comply with the laws of the state. In the other day, I had a question. I don't know if we have or we don't have some investors from some countries, but that's also a big question. Sometimes like the international community makes a ban on a country. If we don't have an address, if we don't know where the investor is from, how can I respect the law? How can I just tell, for sure that I'm not selling to any North Korean guy? I don't know. I don't have an address. I don't have a country. How the hell do I know that? How do I comply with the law? Yeah. So small issues that make all the difference to legalize a company and to make it working well. I know, guys, it's too early in the morning right now. Not late, early, but yes, we are gonna activate all the cards. And please, if your card is not activated and you're listening to this or you're passing this information, please contact at eaglebeattrade.com and put card activated issues. Send it, okay? And put Aline is gonna reply to you guys, and you just put, please transmit to Miguel. Okay, just put this. Please transmit this to Miguel. Okay, I don't care if I receive 10,000 emails of that. Just do it. Please transmit this to Miguel, and I will address it with Claudio, and I will see what's missing in your case to give you the proper answer by support. Support will give you a very straight answer saying, okay, in your case, it's missing this, and I will make sure that happens. Email us, please.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Miguel. This is the best birthday I had when I had 8 hours in front of the computer today. Now the date has changed, so another 365 days before I'm going to get this day back.
I don't know if we get days back, my friend. I just think we just waste time. But it's when we waste it like this, it's good, because we're really working and making progress. It's better than just looking at the air and waiting for results or not understanding things. I think we should communicate more often like this, more regional. One of the things that I'm very sorry was the conference we did today previously was too much information, too many languages, not regional and not understandable. As if I was part of you guys, I would not understand, because you get lost in such a big information in so many languages, and the space between the ideas is so big when you translate 2, 3, or 4 languages at the same time. Next time we will organize one for you guys, like we did now, and we'll organize another one for the Russians and another one to be able to get this idea to everybody at the same level, and not depending if you heard it or if you understand properly the translation, and so on and so on. I am sorry for that, but we need to communicate better, for sure.
Sure. Thank you very much. Thank you, Miguel. You know, there's another question came. We know the answer already, but discussion, you must have read it already. The people are asking as well, is company have no money? And that's
I'm going to be very honest with you. It's not the question that the company doesn't have money. Okay, the company had organization problems. I already explained those. The company had issues